Ultra short throw projectors have been one of the biggest highlight of the year 2022, and that happened for two primary reasons. One is we started seeing the rise of OTT content, and that is where it started pushing people to move from the laptop screens to a TV, bigger TV rather, and from the TVs to a projector. But in case wherein there was no scope of cabling and yet people wanted the big screen experience, that is where the ultra short throw projector started selling high. And the second reason why the ultra short throw projector started becoming popular this particular year is that the technology started becoming a little more affordable. Yes, I know I am using the word little because it is still little more affordable than it was before, and that is why the ultra short throw projectors have started seeing the rise. Now, today we are going to talk about the Optoma D2, that is the CinemaX D2 Ultra Short Throw Projector. But before I begin, let's check out the unboxing of this particular projector. Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another product review video with me Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya. And like we always do in this particular video as well, we are going to equip you with so much of information about this particular projector so that you are in a better position to make well-informed, wise and correct decision when it comes to buying anything to everything in the home cinema category. And cause we just don't want to make this as a product boring spec sheet review videos like we have, I agree, like we have done in the past. Okay, we have got Abhishek who is going to ask some of the silliest and the most layman questions about this particular projector, and I am going to try my level best to answer them for all of you. So, yes Abhishek.
So Tanmay, before we begin, can you clear a few things for me? What is ultra short throw projector and where is it used?
Okay, so ultra short throw projector, Abhishek, is primarily used for home cinema experiences, but in the living rooms. Now the reason why I am saying living rooms is because in the living rooms you can always desire to go for a big screen experience, but only because of the so much ambient light in that living room we tend to avoid and go for TVs. Now we know for a fact that TVs can go as high as 100 inches, but with the projector screen experiences you can go as big as 120 or 133 inches screen. So for that very reason, the ultra short throw projector, wherein you keep the projector just few feet away, and by few I mean few inches away rather, 1 feet to max 1.5 feet away, and you can get a well desired 120 inches large screen cinema experience in your living room. So that's where ultra short throw projector is used, and that is what is ultra short throw, because you are keeping it at a very short distance. That's why it is referred as ultra short throw.
So if this is a laser projector, then what is a laser TV?
Okay, so how many of you have got this same question? Now if you have got, put up your questions in the comments below, because I want to see that have you also got confused between the laser TV and laser projector as the concept. Now we know that creating this large screen experience from this small distance is very difficult, right? And that's where the technology of laser comes in handy to reproduce faster image reproduction. It reproduces better color output and much more ambient, much more luminosity. And the third thing is, because it is from the small distance, you can still create this big screen with the laser technology. Now, because the laser technology is predominantly used in all the ultra short throw projectors, it is also referred to as the laser TV, because what you are doing is you are not just buying the projector, but you are also buying the screen, which is a fixed frame screen. And these fixed frame ALR screens typically gives you that TV-like experience, and that's why the industry today refers ultra short throw projectors also as the laser TVs. So That's what laser TV is, Abhishek.
What is the price of this projector?
I think the MRP is around 3,25,000 if I'm not mistaken. But if you want to buy, I think you know what to do. You just have to go to the link in the description and you will get the best price for this projector. So 3,25,000 is the MRP. Yes, you heard me right.
But why are they so freaking expensive? Won't be TVs cheaper than this?
That's right. So if you remember at the start of the video, I said something which is that this projector or this ultra short throw technology has started becoming a little affordable. And the reason why I still continue to use the word little for it is because I know for a fact that the projectors are still costing a lot, and this is just the projector price. With screens, they are going to go even beyond that. Now, ideally, they are, if you are going to compare it with a 65-75 inches TV, then yes, they are going to be expensive. But what they are trying to establish out here is that they are not really changing your TV experience, but they are enhancing the TV experience or making it bigger than your conventional 65, 75, 85 inches size. Imagine the amount of money that you would spend today on buying a 85, 98 inches TV. It is going to go beyond 3.5 lakhs in the mainstream brands. Okay, I know that there are so many TVs out there which are not the mainstream brands, but yet they are cheaper than the ultra short throw projectors, but they are not really competing with that. They are competing with the larger than life sizes of your TVs, which is 75, 85, 200 inches, wherein they can cost as much as even 10 lakh rupees. So when we compare that to this particular projectors or to these projectors, ultra short throw projectors, the ultra short throw projectors will still tend to have a much more better price point, and that is what makes it more appealing to shift from a TV based experience to a ultra short throw laser TV experience.
Got it. So tell me what's so special about this project, and also is this a native 4K projector?
Okay, so I'm going to answer the native 4K a little later, but I'm going to first answer your question about what's so special about this particular projector. So the reason why this particular projector started becoming famous because Optoma has got an earlier version which is the P2 model. Now P for Pune, P2 model. Now that was their first model after P1, and that became a great hit. Okay, that was one of the nicest projectors that Optoma came with, and Optoma, as we all know, has been very predominant in the ultra short throw laser technology projector segment, and they were kind of one of the first players who actually introduced that. So the P1, P2s have been great success, and with that the D2 actually came in with a lesser cost, but yet giving you specs which are far more better at times compared to the P2 as well. For instance, it is not just a home cinema projector, but it is also a gaming projector. They claim to give you a low latency of only 4.9 milliseconds, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so a latency which is 4.9 milliseconds for 1080p at 240 Hz and a low latency of 16.9 milliseconds for 4K at 60 Hz. With that, this becomes a fantastic gaming projector, and at the same time, it is also one of the few projectors which has got the eARC feature. So it is well equipped with the Android TV, and you can just pull out the Atmos content and connect it to any sound system using the eARC. It has got two more HDMI inputs which are 2.0 version, and it has got 3000 lumens high brightness from the laser source, making it one of the nicest living room projectors. Does that answer the question? Oh yeah, okay, 4K. So well, this is not really a native 4K projector. This is again a 4K enhanced, but the resolution that you get on the screen is going to be 4K. It's a little misleading as a concept, because most of these projectors, in terms of their technology, even when they write what is the resolution, they claim 4K because it is definitely a 4K projector. Yes.
Do I need a sound system separately, or can this also act like a soundbar?
So this has got a 20-watt speaker inbuilt, and typically if you look at the soundbar or this particular speaker's, this particular projector speaker placement as well, it's right in front. So when you look at the screen, the speaker is right in front, and it also acts like a sound base. So I won't say it is a soundbar, but it's more like a sound base. wherein it's not going to be very powerful, punchy, or give you the surround sound experience, because with 20 watts you cannot really do good justice. So if you have got a decent sound system, I would request you to club it with this particular projector, because the projector's output is not really going to be that fancy to use it for your surround sound experience. Because once you have this big screen experience, you don't want to compromise on the sound. So the sound system would be extra, which anyways you would have required even if you would have bought that big 100 inches TV. So yeah, it's not an extra or an additional cost which you don't have for TV. It would be the similar cost that you would also buy on the sound system with your TV.
Is the closest competition to this Optoma D2?
So the closest, I hate this kind of questions, Abhishek. You put me in a spot out here when you ask me the closest competition. So the closest competition to this particular projector is the Epson LS500B, as according to me, because they are almost very close on the pricing. So I think Epson LS500B, those of you who missed it, by the way, I'm going to share the link above. Please do check that video which we have done already. Now the Epson LS500B is 2,99,000 MRP and this is around 325. So it's pretty much very close to each other. Even with regards to specs, they are very closer to each other. But yeah, there is the good BenQ V6000 series, which is again closer to this, and the Samsung LSP7, I think, is again a good competition to this projector. So these are few models that I can think of immediately.
So is LR screen mandatory for this projector?
So ALR screens are never mandatory. The benefit of ALR is it's an ambient light rejection, right? So what happens is the projector is placed on the shelf, you've got the screen, and then you've got light falling from the ceiling. Now this ceiling light and then the light of the projector which is falling from lower side, they are going to attack each other. So when you have a normal matte white screen, these screens get a little faded because the image output that you will get is going to be a little washed out, and it is not going to be very good in the contrast levels. So the benefit of going for an ALR screen is that it cuts off this ambient light, and what you see is only the reflection of the projector's light. So the ambient light rejection screens are going to be a great addition to your ultra short throw projectors, but not mandatory. Also, what you get from these ultra short throw projectors, I think we have tried testing it, right? I know the piece of ultra short throw fabric cloth is not that great and it's not hung up properly, but that's because you can't have half screen ultra short throw ALR and half screen matte white. So we had to just use a small piece of paper which we'll just attach it over here, and you guys be the judge of it, because out of what we saw, we feel that the UST LR screens, because they are less in the reflection gain and they have got a little greyish tone to them, they add to they enhance the black levels of the projector. So you get a much more deeper image from that projector than what you get it from a normal matte white fabric. So that's the answer. And to those of you, before he asks me another question, okay, so the next thing I would also want to address is, in case you are going to mount ultra short throw projectors, do check out if all the projectors support that, because Optoma D2 very much does, but not each and every projector would support the ceiling or the wall mounting option. And in case you do that, just try to flip the UST LR screen and see if that works. But again, this light is again going to fall from the ceiling, and your ceiling light is also going to fall on the screen. So how much of that ALR screen would be worth in this ceiling mount position? Not really sure. We have not tried that. But in case you do, I would love to know that in the comments below. So yeah.
So I would finally end my questions free.
Thank you.
So what's your final take on this projector?
Again, not so great question, but yeah, thank you so much, Abhishek. You have been of great help to us today in getting a lot of wrong things answered from me. But the final verdict on this particular projector is that it has been one of the nicest projectors that is there available with the ultra short throw feature. It has been replacing a lot of television sets in the living rooms, and that is why, with its price point being so aggressive, having a contrast which is almost 18 lakh:1, 3000 lumens of brightness, and the gaming low latency support has made this particular projector one of the very popular models, and it's kind of going to be another game changer in this particular year, and that is why I am very much positive on this Optoma D2 projector. I know for a fact those of you who have opted for our T20 consultancies or even the home cinema solution services, they know that Optoma D2 has been one of my strong recommendation to them, and I still continue to believe in that Optoma projector. Having said that, we still need to evaluate few more brands, but apart from comparing it with the Epson LS500B, if you need us to compare it with some other projectors as well, do let us know in the comments below, because I would want to know which are the other options that you are considering along with this projector. And in case you want to design a great home cinema solution too, then don't forget to check out the link that is shared in the description, wherein you can design a great home cinema solution. It can be in the living room, bedroom, or even a dedicated cinema room. But me and my team are here to help you 24/7, innovate 24/7, with the Aviba assistant right there in the description, to help you with all your queries, comments, and your feedbacks on our videos and on our channel. That's it from my end for this particular video, guys. I hope that you found out your answers about Optoma D2 projector, and in case you have, then please don't forget to like and share this particular video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well, because your subscription is going to encourage me and my team out here to continue doing our work of sharing information with you, which is going to help each one of you make better, well-informed and wise decisions. And thank you so much for watching. I, Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya, will see you again in my next video. Thank you.